everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 4. In the last episode, I don't know what we did. I think we built some buildings or something. Anyhow, it's not important. In this episode, we going to be building an airport right around here. Which is interesting, because I originally flattened this area off camera to build suburbs here, but, yeah, the plans have changed, and now I'm building an airport right here, so that's great. But this area isn't quite ready. For instance, basically all the ground here is getting replaced with grass or something else, so I actually have to dig this down one block further, so, yeah, I gotta get on that real quick. And the layer has been removed. That took a little while. I don't know if that's longer than I care to admit, but anyhow, now we gotta actually start building the airport itself. So I guess we start with the runway, or runways, which go around here-ish. So let's do that. Okay, so by runways I mean outline all the roads and other carpeted stuff that has glowstone under it. Yeah, I just went and just placed in all the glowstone that goes on the ground here. And you can actually see the outline of the what the airport's kind of gonna look like here. And this is actually, I feel like at least these runways are actually kind of short compared to what I was expecting them to be. But it takes up like this entire area here, so yikes. Anyhow. Yeah, that's in, so now I actually gotta start filling in the runways with, like, black concrete and stuff, which means I might need to actually get black concrete and stuff. We'll see what I have, but I probably have to go get a bunch, so, yeah. Alright, the runways have been paved, as well as this road over here, and, yeah, I definitely didn't, in, like, the middle of this, just, like, go to sleep, and then wake up, and then, make a file copy program in Java to beat out the crappy ones that exist in Windows because they're stupidly slow at large amounts of files. Anyway, so yeah, runways have been paved, and now it's time to, I guess, put in all the paving for the taxiways and like small vehicle roads for like the support vehicles here. So yeah, gonna get doing that. Taxiway and roadways have been paved, as you can see here. And yeah, I believe the next thing that we're going to want to do is actually go finish filling in the rest of the ground layer here with like mostly grass. Because that's probably going to be one of the biggest things remaining. So yeah, gonna get on that. Alright, that looks so much cleaner now that there's grass everywhere instead of just stone. And as you can tell, there's a big old thing missing there, so that's where the terminal's gonna be. But before we do that, I gotta actually paint the lines on these roads and runways, because currently exposed glowstone does not look that good. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And the lines have been painted. Yeah, this is starting to really look like a real airport. Not really, but I mean, you know, starting to actually look good. So yeah, now I gotta build the terminal, so I think I'm gonna do that in a time lapse here. So yeah, let's get into that. Yes, I'm afraid it is terminal. I know, that's a great joke, right? Anyhow, yes, I built the terminal here. Well, the exterior. I haven't done anything on the interior yet because that would, you know, require me to actually do stuff. But the exterior of the building is, you know, actually built. And I think this terminal actually looks better than the one that JRD Cool and Super Tyler Man made because, well, it's not just a white box with some windows. It's a white box with some blue and some cyan, technically. I think it's actually gray. And some windows. And, yeah, the interior, nothing yet. It's got, like, the things for the furnishings that I've planned out. And then the second floor is just kind of like, right now. But, yeah, next up is definitely furnish the inside. So, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. Interior of the terminal has been completed. And we'll start with the baggage area here. The little, baggage... loading, unloading station where the baggage carts come in. That is nice and finished there. Now if we go around to the other side, and notice there's actually no connection to the inside, but there doesn't need to be because, I mean, what are they gonna do? It's all for show anyhow. Come into the main area here. This is the departures area, I guess you could say. I should put up a sign. We have what I guess is the check-in desk here where people check their bags in here. Then we have security. We have, like, I guess the express line, and then the two normal lines here where they go up to these very fancy and expensive metal detectors here that are definitely metal detectors. Anyhow, come upstairs into the waiting area for the terminal here. We got some junk on the floor that I don't want anymore. And yeah, we just got a bunch of seats in here. Now, you can't actually go out onto the jetways here. Mostly because they're not big enough for someone to actually walk through them. You see... At the JD Cool Super Tyler Man Airport, there is two, or their second floor is closer to the ground, and so I wanted mine to be about the same height at where it would connect to the plane. So my second floor is taller, so I actually had to make it much steeper, and yeah, therefore it is yeah, not capable of having someone walk through it. But yeah, that is the second floor of the terminal. We'll go back down here to where I guess the arrivals area is going to be. We have the security here. They can go through the door. And then we got the baggage claim right over here. You know, nice little baggage carousel that spins around. And then, of course, back outside. So that is the terminal itself. And next up, I got to build out the fueling depot thing that goes right here. So that should be pretty quick. Refueling station has been put in. This really wasn't that complicated. Just a couple tanks and that arm thing, I guess. Yeah, not all that complicated. Anyhow, so in terms of what next, this airport's actually almost finished here, which is great. But you may be wondering, where's the ATC tower? Because, like, it's not on top of the terminal here, and yeah, there's no foundation for it. Well, that's going on top of the hill here because, well, I thought it's a bit of a naturally tall area here. Might as well put the ATC tower on top of it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and yeah, be right back. ATC tower has been completed. I mean, it doesn't look the best compared to the airport, but it does look decent, and I think it's probably, you know, passable as an ATC tower. And that basically completes the airport here. Obviously this road leads to nowhere currently because there's currently nothing out here for it to lead to, and it doesn't exactly have a good way of connecting into the base. So maybe I'll work on that later, but something that I do have to work on here is that there are a few things that are currently occupying the airspace of this airfield here, and yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea. So yeah, gotta remove them, I guess, starting with this flower farm here. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that. Aerial obstructions are gone, and now this place is actually looking good. And yeah, I believe that is the airport basically finished and therefore open. I obviously have to remove all these shulker boxes and stuff. In fact, I'll just pump a bit of my trash here into there so I can pick up all these boxes. But yeah, that is the airport finished. And actually, it has been a total of 3 days that I've worked on this project. From the moment I started designing it until now, it's like about 3 days. Now, not 3 days of continuous work, 3 days of sporadic work. So, you know, that was quite quick. It took Jared E. Cool and Super Tyler Man like months to build their airport. This took me 3 days. I don't know what's so hard about this. But you know what? Let's compare with the other airport on the server here. So, for one, I think that this runway is longer than mine are. I'm not sure, I haven't measured, but I actually used all the space I had. This looks like, I think it actually might be longer. Or it might not be, I don't know. This one here is definitely shorter though. Because, yeah. This one may be longer. Although it also might not be, but I think it is maybe slightly longer. Anyhow, I should stop talking about the runways. There are technically more stands to this airport here because we got the 4 here and then we got the 2 non-jetway stands here, but my airport doesn't need that. The baggage claim is also fairly similar. For some reason it has the departure schedules. Oh, the departure and arrival schedules are plastered in here. And this also has no doors, but access directly from here. Oh, this is also a bit of a different carousel. Bit of a different security system here. Yes, very, very secure. Yes, very secure. But yeah, ultimately, you know, it's interesting. There's also a bit of gravel up after the runway. Yeah, we don't need that. There's no space for that anyway. So obviously a fence around the airfield. I might do something like that later, but I don't know. And of course, their airport is just a white box. Oh, they're also using glass panes for the window. Oh, that's such a bad idea, man. Just use full glass blocks. Or are you that poor? Also, the ATC tower has no components inside of it. But anyhow, yeah, that's just kind of a view at both the airports. So yeah, my airport's finished. Now that the airport is done, I am going to do a bit more work here on my base, as I still do have to, you know, try and finish this before the end of the season. So, I'm gonna start building a building, or maybe 2, I'm not exactly sure, right here in this corner. So yeah, that's gonna happen. Building in the corner here has been completed. And yeah, that didn't take all that long, because, you know, I actually decided to do it. And, you know, pretty big, but, you know, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know. It's a building. There was a slime chunk right there, so, you know, that's obviously usually an issue. But, hey, building. However, there's not going to be any more building in this episode because this is the end. So, I'm going to have to say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my website for my game, which is linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 4. Bye!